Show. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. How is the evening or morning? Natasha, welcome. Hey, thank you for the support. Thank you so much. And awesome to see you here. Train Gold, let's go. 1K done. Green, welcome. Good to see you, Green. And Bill Hohenst in the flesh. Next to Jaden, what's up? Good morning, Marco. You got the move on London. Nice. Nice. Let's see what gold is doing, by the way. Okay. We do have, by the way, 15-minute supply zone higher, but we're going to talk about gold in a second. Nice. Philcos, the man himself. Joining the best stream. All right. Thank you so much, Philcos. Welcome. 10 points in the flesh. Welcome, welcome. Good to see everybody pouring in. Let's go. Cyril, welcome. Good morning. Kozamok, hello. Good to see you. And Crypto Game Codes, good morning. And of course, I know for some of you guys it's still evening, so in the middle of the night, if I should say. So, let's just lower the music and let's focus on the charts here. Interesting. I think we might have a quiet session, but I hope I'm not. Maybe I'm not right on this one, but it could be a quiet session. It could be a quiet session. Jaden, you're on NQ. All right. Let's see, high of this one. Okay. Well, we have an Asia high. Quite possible to reach, right? Actually, I wanted to try something. I wanted to try the super magical indicators this morning because I updated some settings here. And I just want to make sure that everything is loaded up correctly here. Okay, nothing is moving. We have a good chance to reach that Asia high, I think. A really good chance, to be honest. How far is that? It's not far, right? Yeah, it's quite close. Who else thinks that we are going for this Asia high? Ah, I see. All right. Good morning, Albert. Hey, what's up? Now maybe I can take a small long position just to see what's going on. I don't want to jump in harshly like this, but you know, the usual morning probe trade, you can check that out. I don't know. 58 points down there. No, I'm not gonna jump in. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait a little bit more. We also have a demand zone lower, so I'm not jumping in. Let's wait for a demand zone here. It's technically valid, but that's only on that's a 5-minute level right there. 5-minute demand zone. starting of this level is, let's see, opening of this is 29.50. Great. So that's the level. We have an Asia high. And if we go to the left, well, we do have some nice buy side liquidity from the AM session. But nothing else. Okay. Another zone up there, I think. Yeah. Technically it is. On the 15-minute. Yesterday I was aiming for this level. On the 15-minute chart, let's just extend this to the right. That's a 15-minute supply zone. Okay, that's all we have. I think nothing else to the left here. All right, let's see it. Nothing here, nothing here. Okay, that's it. After taking out the Asia high, it would be interesting to go down to that 5-minute demand zone. Otherwise, these are the levels that I see on NQ. And as for gold, there is a 15-minute supply zone up there. Okay. Which starts at somewhere around there. It starts at 9.6. All right. So that's the level on gold. Now gold is a little bit more interesting to me. I want to be super aggressive. Swept this level. We have another one here. Oh my, this is on the 5-minute. I'm sorry, I'll be with you guys in the chat in a second. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see what can we do on a pullback. Huh. Okay. Gold seems to be having more opportunities here, but definitely more targets on the upside. We're gonna follow. Yeah, me too. I like Philco. I like this level. All those levels up there, Philcos. These are good levels on gold, but on NQ it might be a little bit too far. Hey AD, what's up? You got focus? All right. Jaden is up 1210. Let's go. Trader Monk. Good morning, Farhad. Welcome. Good to see you, Farhad. NN64, good morning. Do you still trade with Bulenox? Yes, I do. I just requested $3,000 this morning. All good. All right, 80. I requested the second payout from the same accounts this morning. All right, gold is definitely going up there. no sign of pulling back, which is a shame. I mean, I really wanted to see a nice pullback, and then maybe, well, we can try to go for that 15-minute supply zone. Who knows? They make 3,000 on Bulenox for you. Well, I can actually show you if you guys are interested. I can actually show you guys. All right, let me log in. All right, reports. All right. Ugh, why is it so? I gotta use the dark theme here because I'm gonna get blinded by this. Okay, so here it is. So here's one of my accounts at Bulenox. I started this account back in August 22. And as you can see, the first payout was on October 6th, $1,000 basically, right? And so the next $1,000, I got it here. So October 8th, that was a Monday, I think. It took me until this time to request the next payout. So it says total payouts 1, but I just requested it this morning. So I requested it this morning already. And I have 3 accounts. This is the other account. So also started, no, let's see. That's not it. Also started this, actually, I started to trade on it on August 25 on this account. And this other account, this is the 3rd account. As you can see, I requested $1,031 on this one, or I mean, I already got this. Okay, so this is the one I got paid. So this account got me paid $1,031. This other account, $1,009. $1,021. But as I said, I already requested the payout. So that's going to be another $3,000 from these 3 accounts. So it took me a little while to get it. What are the rules? No major rule. You can DCA. You can also trade for the news, but you have to use proper money management, proper risk management. Let's see what else. And yeah, there's a thing about flipping. So the flipping rule, which says 20% of your trading days can be flipped, because there is a 40% consistency rule. That's it. So if you make all your profits in 2 or 3 days, and there's a minimum 10 trading days in between payouts, that means if you make your profits in 3 days, you cannot flip the rest of the days. Like for 7 days, you can't do flipping. So you got to do like a similar risk management on your positions. But you are allowed to flip 2 days on your account. But no rules about micro scalping, no rules about, I don't know, bracket orders or whatever, or no drawdown rule, nothing like that. Basically no scaling rule on the funded account. By the way, you have all the contracts that you need. I mean, you can go with 7 minis and 70 micros on your funded account from the first day. So again, 7 minis and 70 micros, or 70 micros. So that's kind of interesting. Intraday trailing, yes. But eventually, as you all know it, it locks in as a static account, right? So these accounts that I showed, these are basically static accounts now. So these are locked in. How about break even? Because sometime runs for 40 minutes or less, maybe for a break even. So does it count? That does not count as a flip. NQ trades. Flip counts. I mean, they haven't really described it in the master account agreement in the details. Support only told me that flipping is basically you open up a position and you close it in the same or within a second or two. Like open one micro and close it, like boom boom, that's it. That's a flipping. But if you let a position go to profit and then it goes back to break even, that's not flipping. That's not flipping. That's clear. All right, just opening and closing within 1 or 2 seconds. No boom boom. Yeah, no boom boom. One of my friends was in Thailand. He said this word boom boom is pretty much commonly used around the area. Pattaya, yes. He told me everybody's asking, you want boom boom? I was like, Jesus. Oh no, no boom boom. Anyway, NQ is pulling back a little bit. Let's see what's gonna happen. What payout options? Sorry, yes. Apex is using a third-party payment processor which is called Plane.com. Now, Plane only supports bank wire transfers, so no crypto. But it can send it to you, maybe to even like they send it to ACH transfer, international bank wire, but no crypto, I think, on Plane. But you can check their website, Plane.com. That's their third-party payout provider. Yeah, hard negotiations. Go Thailand to boom boom. Let's see. Yeah. DLA trader, welcome. And welcome everybody, by the way. And since we're here, can I ask you guys to please help out the channel and push the like button? Let's smash those likes, everyone. Smash it. Destroy the mouse. And that's it. Plane. Oh, sorry. Maybe not that. Let me check it. Dude, you got me. You got me now. No, it's Plane. Plane.com. Sorry, Philcos. So here it is. I was wrong. It's Plane.com. Plane. That's their payout provider. You got to do the KYC basically with Plane.com. Yeah, you can check out their FAQ, but I think only ACH and international bank wire. I did not see crypto payout there. Overview of Apex rules. Sure. The faceless man. The thing is with Apex, everybody hates them, and I don't know why. Because they said, oh, they don't pay. They do pay. They paid me out last week. So the thing with Apex is that I'm gonna say something. There are no rules basically with Apex. Just a small one. Actually, two things that you need to learn from Apex. You can do basically whatever you want, almost whatever you want. No news. I mean, you can trade the news with proper risk management. You can DCA, you can micro scalp, you can do whatever you want, basically. Two things, and these are not hard breach things. These are soft, there's two soft breach that you need to be aware of. And I'm going to use the 50K as an example. The 50K account. There is a 30% drawdown rule, which means if your position goes to more than 30% of your maximum loss limit, which means if you have a maximum loss limit of $2,500 on your 50K funded account, then if one of your positions goes to more than $750 in drawdown, that is going to be a soft breach. You're not going to lose your account. You can continue to trade. Everything's going to be fine. But once you get to the payout cycle, after making that mistake, the system is going to register that, and you're going to get denied. You don't have to, Filkos, you don't have to pay money up and for registration, because with Apex it's free. Filkos, with Apex or through Apex invite link, it's going to be free. So that's it. It's going to be free. So again, with Apex, there is this 30% rule. If your drawdown on an open position goes below or above, sorry, goes above 30% of your maximum loss limit, that's a soft breach. That's it. But imagine this. Why would you want your position to go above 30% in drawdown? That's not a good risk management, right? In any given account, why would you want that 30% drawdown on a position? So that's the thing. The next thing is, for example, on a 50K account, good morning. 30% rules, you cannot have 30% drawdown of your actual profit, not of the no, Tim, that's not true. I mean, that's not exactly true. I asked Apex support. I do have the email from them somewhere. Until you are not reaching your safety net, that's $2,500. You have to calculate with the $2,500 until you're not reaching your safety net. Because imagine that if you make $100 of profit, then you cannot go lower than $30, because that's 30% of your, you know, if you make $100 of profit overall on your funded account, that would mean that you cannot go lower than $30. So yes, I know, Team Trades. I see what you pasted there. 30% of your total profits since the last payout. I don't know why I'm going to find that email from them. I know why I know it's kind of like not exactly a perfect sentence by Apex, because the 30% goes for the overall, it goes for the overall profit. I mean, all the profits. So again, 30% of total profit since the last payout. So they are actually emphasizing the 30% of the total profits. Anyway, it's not what you think. It's not 100. So if you make $100 since the last payout, it's still going to be the $2,500. Obviously, if you make $4,000 of profit, $5,000, I know because I received the second payout with the same thing. So it's 100% sure. No, it's not effective. It's going to stay. No. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that it's going to be $750 worst case scenario. It's not going to be less than $750. But once you stack up those profits, so you go to $3,000, $4,000, that's going to be the overall profit. So if you have $4,000 on your account in profit, then 30% of $4,000 is going to be what? $1,200. So you can have a position go down until $1,200. I'm just saying that if you take out the profits or the first pay, anyway, let's just leave it at that. It's a soft rule, and it's $750, billion%. I can vouch for that. It's $1 billion%, $750. And that's a soft breach again. So that's the main thing. It's a soft. If you are in a drawdown and you're down at $700, for example. And if you really want to hold that position, what I would do, because Apex said it's possible to do, you close down your position with $700 of loss, just saying, and then you can reopen the position, and that's going to be another $750 in drawdown. So you can, if you're really married to the idea that the price is going to go to your level, but you're already reaching that 750, close down your position like you're managing the risk. You're closing down your position. It's a stupid thing, by the way, I know. And you can reopen the position with and just hold it for another $750 of drawdown. I know it's not gonna be cost effective because there's gonna be extra commissions, but you can close the position and reopen it for another position. Boom. That's what you can do. That's the consistency rule. Yeah. Anyway, there's the 30% consistency rule, 30% drawdown rule, and there's one more thing, the scaling rule. You can start with 10 minis or 100 micros. If you go above 50 minis or 50 micros or 5 minis, that's also a soft reach. So if you go into a tilt, and if you still haven't reached the $2,500 safety net, technically you can push the button for more than 5 minis, but if you do, the payout is going to get denied until the next cycle. So you can start with 10 minis, but if you push more than 5 minis until reaching the safety net, then you're going to get denied. It's a soft breach. So let's just put aside every other thing. 2 rules that you need to be aware with Apex: 30% drawdown rule and the scaling rule. Don't go over 5 minis or 50 micros on your account until reaching the safety net. That is it, basically. Man, that got out of control. Yeah. No, nothing. That's all, Faceless Man. That is all. That is all. Nothing more with Apex. That is it. That is it. No fine print or details or whatever that you need to be aware of. These are the 2 things, and as I said, this is a soft breach. You're not going to lose your funded account because of this, but you might gonna get denied. Oh fuck, I missed my position. All right. I missed my trade entry here. No problem. It's fine. Okay. I need to do this right. Okay. All right, enter the long position here. much better. All right, let's see if it works. I'm just scalping a buy position here on NQ. I'm actually, this is a probe trade, which means I'm trying out something here. This is not my original entry model, but I'm kind of looking for an Asia high, and I want to see how this goes. Take Profit Trader is awesome. That's what I think. Super great. The daily payouts are super awesome. So I think they're great. They're really good. Bulenox, no consistency rule. Yeah, 1 day pass. Yes, yes. On the evaluation account, yes. And intraday. Well, you can go with the option 2 accounts, Leo. Option 2 is end of day trailing. Right now it's not 83%, but I think it's still 75%. If you want to use the code TOMSABO2, you got to put a number 2 after the code. It's 75% off, and that's end of day trailing, but it has a daily loss limit, which is a soft breach. I think it's $1,100 or $1,200 on a 50K, but that's a soft breach. Yeah, no, not too much information, I know. And they're actually not doing anything in social media, and that's why I love them. It's a soft breach on option 2 accounts, but they have a daily loss limit. But at least it's end of day, right? So you can make your decision, but yes. Yes. So basically the Bulenox option 2 accounts are almost like the classic Top Step accounts were before they deleted the daily loss limit. I think there's no more daily loss limit at Top Step, right? But anyway, end of day trailing, daily loss limit, and that's it. Yeah, exactly. Can you explain news trading? Benjamin, I never trade the news. If you see some news impacting the market, I mean, you shouldn't do anything. I mean, I never trade the news. If I see that news is hitting the market, it's best not to participate. Shenanigans, sorry. If I forgot to say hello to someone or anyone, I apologize. All right. Why is it not going for Asia high? I'm not copy trading this trade, by the way. So yesterday I was copy trading. This one I'm not copy trading because this is not my regular trade entry. I'm just kind of checking if the market wants to go higher. It obviously doesn't really want to go higher. So I guess it is what it is. In fact, it's going lower. I think my position is gone. Gold also dropping a little bit here. Gold dropping. We have that 5-minute demand zone, which is actually good. I like that area. Yeah. Again, I'm not copy trading this. This is just a probe trade thing on my end. This is not a zone trade or something like I usually go for. I'm just kind of testing if Asia high is want to get tagged or not. Yeah, YouTube updated a little bit. I think it's a little bit better. Yeah. What's your rule to define a demand? Yeah, NQ trades, that's a good question. And I can explain to you here. And also, I made a video about 3 weeks ago. If you go to my videos section on the channel, you will find that it's the last video because I uploaded 3 weeks ago and nothing since then. It's called Supply and Demand Zone, but not what you think. It's something like that, the title. And it's like a 35-minute video, and I explain every single detail of what I'm looking for when I'm looking for a supply zone and vice versa, a demand zone. But I can actually give you a brief detail here. For me, let's just go for a supply zone. No, here on gold, for example. In order to have a valid supply zone, we need actually 2 or 3 things, not too difficult. I need, if I'm looking for a supply zone, which is a bearish order block, by the way, by ICT terms, I need a bullish candle, not just one, maybe more. If it's just one candle, then it's going to be one candle. Every bullish candle that is pushing up there to liquidity, and liquidity is here on this fair value gap, is going to create the bearish order block, aka the supply zone. Now this bullish candle pushed into this fair value gap, picked up liquidity, and the next thing you need after the bullish candle, you need strong movement on the bearish candles, very strong movement, bearish movement on the candles here with market structure shift. You need market structure shift in order for this one to work. Look at the strong move here. And yesterday it was London session, pushed it to liquidity, then shifted the market. Now, small detail, and I explained this in my video, the bearish candles cannot trade higher than the bullish candle. Whatever it is happening, they can have a relative equal high exactly at the same tick, but they cannot trade higher than the bullish candle. So we have the liquidity sweep with this bullish push with the wick, bearish candle shifting structure, and boom, basically that's it. All right, and that kind of created the supply zone. And look at the reaction, by the way, and this is why I like it. Look at the reaction. This kind of gives me a confirmation and extra confidence that the zone here, whatever happens from here on out, but the zone is really working. It's really happening. It was a good level. Now there's another level up here on the 15-minute. Look at that, 15-minute supply zone or bearish order block. Here's the criteria. It swept liquidity on this fair value gap. These bullish candles, this one particularly, swept the orders from that fair value gap. We had a bearish market structure shift, actually a continuation. Yeah, sorry. And look at the push. I know it's just one bearish candle. I know this is just one bearish candle, but still it's valid. And look at the push all the way down there. And this makes this level valid. So we'll see, I guess. That's just example, but as I said, I made a video about this. Go check it out. I think it's kind of cool. It's a good video. I don't know how I'm still in this trade, by the way. So I don't register at playing just what. Yeah, I think that's what you do. Yeah, Filkos, and you can write an email to Apex just to make sure. Yeah, they got Wise, Revolut, Pioneer. Yes, exactly, Filkos. So they do have some partners, other payout providers, so that's good. I would wait for the invite, but you can write an email to Apex support and they're going to clarify, because it's free to use playing through Apex. So you don't need to register beforehand. Josef, good morning. Caesar. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Ich spreche Deutsch nur ein bisschen. All right. Super. Okay. Alles gut. Filkos. I knew he will say something. Alles klar, Herr Commissioner. Ja, ich kann nicht sprechen Deutsch, nur ein bisschen, aber you know. You know. Michael, good morning. You know, there's this old joke I told you guys already. Like, I'm not really good in joke telling, but Guten Morgen, liebe Sorgen. Oh, I don't know what that is, but I like it. So there's this joke. I'm not really good at it, but the guy goes into language exam, German language exam, you know, and hold on, I gotta check something. Anyway, so he goes into the language exam, and the questionnaire or examiner, he knows that this guy doesn't know anything in German, and this is like the 10th time that this guy is coming to the exam, and you know, he leans to the other examiner like, hey, we need to let this guy through, we really need, I mean, what can we do? Like, he's really bad in German, like, let's just go something very simple, like very easy question. Let's just give him a simple yes and no question, and I'm sure that, you know, he will go through. And so they do, but they go with that. So they ask the guy like, ja oder nein, and the guy says oder. Anyway, I just can't tell the joke. Ja oder nein? It's like a saving question, like, just tell us something, yes or no. Ja oder nein? Oder. Made your day. All right. You about to TFT. Oh, thank you so much, Michael Trader. Thank you for the support. Awesome. Thank you for using the code. What is going on with NQ? Oh, Poco, you're trading crude oil. All right, what's happening on crude? Nothing. Okay. There's a zone here, by the way, on crude, just saying. On the 1 hour chart, there is a supply zone. Again, this is a great example, and it's crude oil. Here's a supply zone. Why this is a supply zone? Because it picked up liquidity from that fair value gap, boom, and then it pushed lower, and there was not too perfect, but there was a market structure shift here, which wasn't all that perfect because it's only a wick, and there was another market structure shift to the bearish candle here. So that's a valid 1 hour supply zone. These two bullish candles, Friday 3 and 4 a.m. London session. If we extend it, I just sneezed. If we extend it, you see that we now have a reaction, but the top of the zone is here as buy side liquidity, 6104. Usually these levels got taken out, so 6104 could be still a good target. I know we have a gap here, so that's kind of confusing, I know, but that's crude oil. What is happening with NQ right now? When is the most profitable session, London or US? US. I'm relaxed, but I'm not. I mean, London also has. I mean, you guys are. Oh, look at that! Nice. So we also have like really good trades in London too. I mean, you guys who are here basically every day, you guys can confirm that all the trades and I try to share everything, like just like this one. All these trades are, you know, in the past, I would say couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, we are having quite a good like winning streak ish. Like I think we had some really good trades in London, but overall I think in the big picture New York session is better, I think. If what TFT? TFT, which one is TFT? Hold on. Oh my god, I'm so slow this morning, guys. Which one is TFT? The funded trader. Or Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, that's a CFD prop firm. Yeah, that's the Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. The funded trader program, right? TPT. Sorry, yeah, TPT. TPT is much better. The only thing is that they have end of day trailing on their evaluation account. The funded account basically is like intraday trailing, but the daily payouts, and they have no rules. If you want to know more, by the way, let me just share this because I think it's yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons. That's why I was asking, like, are you asking about the Dungeons and Dragons prop firm? Because they are an absolute scam. But let me share you this blog post on my channel, on my blog. What's I don't know. I can't talk normally. Maybe because I'm tired. I guess I'm super tired. So here's an article on my blog. You can read all the rules, Michael, from Take Profit Trader. You can basically do whatever you want. My last night was busy, NQ trades, if you know what I mean. Wink. So anyway, so yeah, they are a pure scam. So the Dungeons and Dragons prop firm, they are an absolutely pure scam prop firm. I don't even know how they still exist. I really don't know how they are still in business. I have no idea. I don't know who buys any kind of account from them. Michael Holliston is in the chat. Is he? Yeah, so basically you can do anything you want at Take Profit Trader. The only thing is that the funded stage is an intraday trailing, but once you lock in your safety net, oh man, that's when it gets exciting. You lock in your safety net, you're gonna get the daily payouts, and that's good. That's kind of awesome. I'm still in the tired close part. I don't understand. They care about me. They say they want me to see me. I know they want to see you to be successful. And you know what, Poco Trades? I care about you. We care about you here. We as a community. I care about you. And we are here. Dungeons and Dragons prop firm. That's just an email. Partial? Oh, partial, sorry. So we care about you, Poco. You don't need Dungeons and Dragons prop firm. Oh, trailing, yes. I did. No, not for beginners particularly, but yes. I mean, Take Profit Trader, I mean, for beginners is good too. Obviously, you could be a little bit more doing better with an end of day trailing account as a beginner. Intraday trailing account can be a little bit frustrating sometimes for a beginner. Let's go, MDC. Well, if Michael is here, that would be awesome. Michael, make yourself known if you're here. If he would be here in chat, I don't know. I don't know. If ICT would be here in the chat, I don't know what I would do. Oh, AD is really in the position. I'm having a fresh, beautiful, slidey squared coffee in 1 minute. Closed out. Oh. Play him the pump song. The pump song can help sometimes. Oh, man. I am so tired. Busy night, everybody. Busy night. Very busy night. He's sleeping now. Introduce him the pump song. Yeah. By the way, I'm like, a part of me also wants to trade or dedicate a few accounts to this indicator system that I was telling you guys about quite a few times. And I just don't know if I should do it or not, because I'm really locked in and focused on these zones, and I don't want to confuse anyone, including myself, by having more charts or more indicators on the chart. Sorry. Sounds romantic, Tom. Yeah. And the AI song, yes. You slept 6 hours. Philcos, I slept like 2 hours. Let's go, AD. Let's go. There's so much work on your end. Anyway, yeah. Well, I can. That's why I thought that I'm going to stack up a few Apex evaluation accounts or Bulenox, but I like Apex. So again, by the way, talking about Apex, it's 80% off, not the big thing, but $85 lifetime activation fee right now. So 1 day pass and $85 lifetime activation fee. So that's quite a, that's also like a cheap situation with the 1 day pass thing. So I'm your hero. Do you know how to see the remaining trading drawdown on mobile trader weight? I don't know. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm not familiar with trader weight, especially on mobile. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, Apex 80% now. We're gonna do TOMSABO posters. Don't worry. Yes, of course I'm going to release that. Yes, yes. Bulenox 91. Maybe they will do it in the last few days. Who knows? I'm not sure. Yes, Thanos, by the way, I have 2 side quests, by the way, for the rest of the year, to have 3 trade day and 5 take profit trader funded accounts ready at safety net, so ready for payout. That's a side quest I'm trying to achieve. So 5 take profit trader funded accounts at the safety net level, ready for payout. Man, that would be wow. That would be amazing, and it will be. We'll go for it, that's for sure. it okay to trade from mini to micro back and forth with Apex? Yes. Yes, Albert, it's okay. Yes. Is it okay to increase? Yes. Yes, Albert, you can do that too. I did that. Others did that. I received the payout. It's okay. You can change your contract size back and forth as long as you have a proper risk, as long as you keep your drawdown below that 30%, and even if you breach that thing, it's okay. It's not going to be an issue, Albert. I'm always talking to other people, not just who are in social media, but who are constantly trading and getting payouts with Apex. They are changing the contract size back and forth, so no problem. I'm changing the contract size depending if I want to scalp or just hold a position with 1 or 2 micro. Let's go, AD. Yeah, it's kind of edging here. I don't know. Exactly, Vilkos. CS60, good morning. Kwang, welcome. Yeah, Lucid is good too. Yeah. Do you have a code for take profit trader? Yes, it's the same. And by the way, we are going for it's the same TOMSABO. So you can use this up there, as you can see it on the banner. It's everywhere. The thing is, if you guys want to grab a few take profit trader accounts, I've been told, and I know this because it's always been like that, if we can push the sales until the end of the month, we're gonna have accounts for giveaway from take an extra. Let's just see. So additionally, I'm gonna have 250k accounts. And if we can push the sales, I've been told we can get 5 take profit trader accounts for giveaway. 5 take profit trader accounts for giveaway until the end of the month. If you grab the code TOMSABO at Take Profit Trader, and I'm gonna give those accounts away just like I did earlier last month. I'm gonna give it away. If you would like to support the community and the channel, use the code, and I'm giving away the accounts. You're welcome, Albert. Peter, good morning. Hello. Good to see you. Gold getting a rejection. Let's see. Oh, yes, it does. And again, look at the reaction here. This is not random, and this is why it's so good to see this. I love to see this. It's just showing that the supply zone was correct. This is actually showing that this was correct. Now, yesterday I was talking about this on MyFundedTV. My mentor, who was trading with the supply and demand zones, he was using the so-called 3-pin entry. So as if he saw this reaction on the supply zone, his entry was here. Boom. And he was aiming for 1 to 2, sometimes taking partials. That was his trading style, right? This is how he did it. He was looking for a strong reaction on the zone, taking the entry, and boom. Boom, boom. Lots of boom, boom, you know. This is what he did. This is exactly what he did. So what you are seeing right now on the screen here, this is exactly what my mentor taught me in 2021. That's it. Nothing more. It's not overcomplicated. It's not rocket science. The only thing after taking the trade, and this is what makes the situation different for everybody here, is if you want to move your stop or you want to take partials. Now, if it moves nicely down there, I think in this scenario, I never really backtested this too much, but I guess it's better to move your stop or take a partial, I think. Just saying. Because this is basically a pullback, and we don't know for how long it's going to go down, right? So it can just reprice the last fair value gap here on the 5-minute and just turn around. So I don't know. Dollar need a bounce. Yeah, might be. You went long in the Hong Kong index. I heard that it's moving very fast also. It moves like a beast. Rejection and engulfing. Yeah, in this case, the 3-pin entry is like creating a swing high. The middle one should be having like a nice wick there. And as soon as it breaks the third candle structure, you can enter the trade. That's it. But we can look for another example. By the way, here's another example, but it's not like the greatest example, but we have 2 trades here. This is also a 3-pin entry. I know there's no pin or no wick up there, but if you zoom in, you see this candle here at 9:15, and these 2 candles, one to the left, one to the right. This is the middle one here. You can also enter on this, breaking the third candle's low here with the limit order. By the way, you can have a more precise entry, much more precise entry with this one, with the limit order. So you put the limit order, you aim for 1 to 2. Boom. Look at the next one. Goes into the level, got the rejection from the middle. Here's your 3 candles, 1, 2, 3. Limit order, entry here. Put your stop there. There you go. 1 to 2 risk to reward. 2 trades, both are awesome. And that's it. That's how it goes. Just saying. That's what he did. This is how he traded. What else do we have? Not much. Seems like we might be going higher. By the way, again, just to show you an example, if you look at here, let me check, delete this. If you look at this area here from yesterday, AM session, look at these bullish candles. Bullish candles picking up liquidity here. Okay, let's just make it a little bit more transparent. Picking up orders from this fair value gap. And look at that. Market structure shift. Here. Now what is this? This is also a bearish order block or supply zone. It's not such a perfect one. I know optically it doesn't really look that good, but look at the reaction here. It went down, shifted the structure. The zone starts, by the way, here. Let's just give it a different color. Let's zoom in. Now, what do you see? I love this question when ICT and other ICT fans putting out this question. What do you see? You see the 3-pin entry here. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3. Here's the middle one. Now, it's a tricky one because this candle has this body here, but it actually inverts this candle, so that's actually not that bad. Technically, your entry would be down here, breaking the structure of the third candle. You can aim for 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. There you go. Boom. Actually, that candle took it. So there's your trade. There is your trade. There was the reaction to the zone, and boom, you got it. Again, you can find so many of this during the day. Like I just showed you guys like 4 or 5 with 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Easy to say in hindsight. I know it's easy to say in hindsight than to trade it actually. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. And this might gonna be a loss here. I mean, I did not take this trade, but this might gonna be a loss. I feel like, and this is my concept, I'm saying that zones are meant to be broken. Which means gold should be breaking this zone above 41.62. Anyway. Jana, good morning. If you zoom out 1 hour chart, oh yeah, that's true. A question to the 3-pin bar: does the third candle of the pin bar need to be lower high on the doji? Yes, it needs to be a lower high. Yes, absolutely. Can you show me your entry again, because I entered before you and I like to know your thoughts on it. My entry, I am not in a trade right now. I just scalped earlier in this, but this was just a scalp trade for Asia session. I don't know which entry. I'm sorry, I wasn't reading the chat, 80. Let me know which entry are you talking. Nathan, what's up? Trading Star is here. Welcome. Exactly, Kwong. So it's easy to say it like this, like, oh, look at it, it's everywhere. But it's not that simple when you're forward testing, you know. Lots of decisions to be made. Would these order blocks from yesterday? Yes, they are valid. Yes, May. So as long as they were not completely destroyed, and by destroyed I mean price must go, price must go through completely on a zone. So until it has only been quote unquote mitigated, this still holding orders, quote unquote holding orders, but this is still valid. So the 5-minute supply zone, one thing though adds to this, and this is why I want to make a new video about this. Once the supply zone has been mitigated, and there was this was the initial reaction. Look at that. There was no reaction earlier to the zone. This is the first reaction from the market to the zone. And this is why if the market tries to go again for the supply zone, there is a high chance that it's going to break the high of the zone, which is this one here. So this is still valid. But I usually say, and this is exactly why I say, like, if I go long, for example, if I would have gone long on this trade somewhere, my TP and the highest probability TP is a few points before reaching the zone, because we can have a reaction like this. If you're aiming to destroy the zone on the higher end, which is at 4161.7 on this example, that's a lower probability TP. Or you can take partials here and leave a runner for TP2. But you see the reaction now. It can also go all the way back, you know. And then later, maybe in New York session, it's going to turn around and is going to go up there and destroy the zone completely. And that's why I always say zones are meant to be broken or destroyed. And I kind of reverse engineered the process. One thing's for sure, these levels are working. That's what I'm saying. And this is why I'm not going to change anything on this. This is what I'm doing in the past, I don't know, almost 2 years. And I think I'm getting better and better by spotting these zones. And, you know, once you understand this, it makes it. Let me show you another example here. So let's just go with this one. All right. It's not going to be the best example, but the previous example on NQ 5-minute, this is a demand zone. Price already had a reaction. Sorry, not demand zone, guys. I'm super tired. Supply zone. This is a supply zone. Sorry, this is a supply zone. So price already had a reaction here, and it got rejected all the way down. And now, and look at what happened. During the PM session, it went back into it. It tried again, got rejected. It wants to go again. My gut feeling tells me that NQ wants to go through this swing high at 130. And you know what? I think NQ wants to destroy this whole level here, which means this is what we could be looking for. Now, if this is what we're looking for, look at this here. Remember, we had that up there. What if the market wants to destroy this zone as well? This is just a narrative. This is just something I'm kind of, you know, trying to build up in my mind, like, okay, this could be the story, this could be what the market really wants, because it tried. It got the initial reaction. What happened? If you look to the left, it swept some lows, it took liquidity. Look to the left, what happened here at 800? We swept this swing low, this swing low. We picked up orders. All right, maybe it's not the best area, but we definitely picked up orders during the PM session, and now it tries to go back. But where is it going to stop? We don't know. But all I know is that the 15-minute supply zone looks really awesome up there. This one is not so much. And this is why I think the market might try to go through this one. I'm sorry I'm talking too much, but I kind of went into education mode. I went into education mode. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't really paying attention to the chat, but I just love to talk about these zones. I'm sorry. This is my, you know, alpha and omega, the bread and butter. This is it. This is what I love to check every day. So this is the story for NQ on my end. But as I said, if this turns around, we still have a 5-minute demand zone here with no initial reaction. This is like nothing. So if we have a down close candle below 73, like in this area, so we go below this line here, 75, 73, with the down close candle, I think I would take a short into this 5-minute demand zone. This is why, you know, having these levels kind of helps. But anyway, let me read the chat real quick. Ah, bull flag, nice. Oh, I'm way behind the chat. I'm sorry. Let me read. Let's go, Jenna. 5-minute order from residence price is currently inside a 5-minute huge order. Oh yeah, I'm not sure I follow, but yeah, I think I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Scar, good to see you. It's been a while. Welcome back. 50% partial, let it, yeah, break even, let it go. Exactly, that's a good idea always. Yeah, I always taking profit a few points earlier than the level. If I don't, it can be any level. It could be a pivot point, a swing high, swing low, fair value gap, whatever. I always take profit, or at least partial, a few points earlier than the level. Always. I never go for the exact level. I never. NQ has left the building and is going higher. I'm not saying that. The thing is, because we are in this not too perfect supply zone, I think we need to wait for a little bit of volatility here. It can turn around. We still have, I totally forgot that we had the London Open. Teach us. All right. Teacher Tom. Yeah. Thank you. I'm just sharing my experience. Keep going. Education is good. Yeah. Zones are meant to be broken. Yeah. But it's been there for a while. That is gonna... yeah. Yeah. Yes, Scar, yeah. Do you use TradeSyncer? No, I don't. I use the built-in copy trader, Quantower. Quantower's built-in copy trader is the one I use. Hey, thank you, Ollie. Awesome, awesome. Thank you for the support. So Quantower has a built-in copy trader just like TradeAway has. It's free to use. But if you want to copy between multiple prop firms, then obviously you got to pay a subscription fee for Quantower. Where is the midpoint of that supply zone? I'm going to short there. The midpoint, sorry, the midpoint. Well, it's basically this swing high. It's like 131-ish area, almost. It's not super accurate, but it's something like this. If you would like to short this one, I strongly suggest, I mean, that would be a better idea to maybe wait for the 131 to be swept and then look for some bearish formation here. And by the way, speaking about the zone again, here's the problem with the 3-pin entry. It can also generate a lot of fake or bad entries. So we had one entry here. I'm not gonna put everything back, but there was one entry here, which was awesome. There was one entry here, but look at that. Might good. That might be good. Oh my god, okay. So it was also a good trade. But you should, yeah, you had to hold this throughout the daily reset, so that's not the best idea. You can't hold this trade, but eventually it worked. And here's the problem. Here's an entry that is a stop loss. Okay, that's a stop. And if you wanted to re-enter again, there's going to be another stop loss here. That's how easy it is to give it back. So there's no perfect level here. Or you can wait for this one. And it's also going to be a stop, I think. Actually not. Okay, so 2 stop losses here and 1 winner. 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. Oh wow, look at the short playing out here. So if you just want to take every single entry that's possible, you're gonna have at least 2 stop losses here, but maybe 1 winner. Yeah, it's not that simple. It's never that simple. Consolidation on GC. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm saying these zones should be broken or cracked. Okay. Gold still kind of pulling back, but it's building up momentum. And it's like, yeah, it's like a bullish flag formation-ish thingy, right? So no surprise here if this would happen on gold, right? Yeah, NQ dropped. Oh wow, look at this. Or as Al Pacino would say it, oh wow. Oh wow, look at that. That's dropping. That's my Al Pacino voice. Oh wow. All right. Yeah, quite a bit of a drop here. I had no end. I mean, this is not my type of entry. I see nothing here. As I said, even if it goes lower, I want to see displacement below 75. I don't care what's it doing until then. I really don't care. I mean, yeah, it's a good thing for those of you who are short, but other than that, it's fine. Pump and dump. Let's see. Interesting how it did not sweep the 131. Keep looking at gold. Yeah, so it on the 5-minute, it definitely looks like a bull flag thingy, accumulating these orders and then boom, pushing up there. What I like in this one, the high of the zone here looks amazing. Oops, not this. As buy side liquidity. I mean, 61.7, so 4161.7. This is just textbook perfect. This zone. It's really, I mean, it doesn't matter which time frame we're looking at. If I see this pattern, this is the absolute textbook perfect supply zone. It really is. I mean, I should print this out because this is exactly what I'm looking for. The bullish push, strong bearish candles, shifting the structure even multiple times here. Look at how many swing lows it got here. Boom. Absolutely great. And this candle here yesterday in London session 345, this is the one. Now the candle high is 4161.7. I'm gonna be watching this zone on gold. Yeah, 4161.7. I think, you know, there's orders up there, and those shorts are sweating right now. I think they are sweating. Like, yeah, they were really sweating here, like, oh my god, and now they're okay, we might survive. But you know what? If I would be holding some heavy position here, I would be sweating because I think this just wants to accumulate and go for it. That's my analysis for this. I'm not taking this trade, just saying that I'm not taking this, but it's just interesting to observe and see how the market is going to react to this level. Hungary Glenn Ross with Al Pacino. Yeah. They always had the $50 withdrawal fee, but if you withdraw anything above 250, there's no withdrawal fee, Jay. So you got to make sure that you withdraw above $250. It was always there. There's a withdrawal fee below 250. So yeah, with Take Profit Trader, you gotta make sure that you withdraw above 250, then there's gonna be no withdrawal fee. Neo is going long. Let's see. What the Forex? What's up? It rejected off a strong fib level. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, we'll see. Man, I maybe I should look into the fib levels too, but I'm not really using those levels. Not saying that those are wrong or anything. I'm just not using it. Trade Delicious, welcome. Went short, TP1 hit, let's go. Yeah, you have to withdraw more, above $250. If you withdraw more than 250, then it's gonna be okay. Maybe this 5-minute demand zone could be a good target. Who knows? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna be watching gold as well. It should be interesting, or would be, or should be, or could be. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. You know. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. All right. I'm looking to go long, by the way, on gold. I'm just kind of waiting for something here. I mean, not looking, so I'm not. Let me put this differently. I'm testing the indicator on a different account, but I have no trade set up on gold. But on my indicators, which I showed a couple of times, there seemed to be a possible long entry on gold, which I might going to take. If I take it, I'll let you guys know, definitely. But that's not copy traded. That's not my main trading model. I'm just testing the indicator. All right. Let's go, Michael. Congratulations. Neo stopped out. Let's go, Zacromancer. Oh, nice, Nutsua. Congratulations. Yeah, keeping it exactly. But hey, congratulations passing the account. Yeah, don't forget, everybody, Apex sale now has the $85 lifetime activation fee, which is, you know, not that bad. 1 day pass. I'm gonna grab a few accounts. Actually, I grabbed a few. I'm gonna grab more. I need more fundeds. Apex go on side sale because they're competing with each other. Anytime Apex is putting out a sale, Bulenox is going after them. Yesterday, you should have seen it. Like, Apex sent out the newsletter, 80%. 10 minutes later, Bulenox changed the sale from 75 to 83%. And it happens the same way in the past year or two. Bulenox is directly going after Apex because they're basically the copycat of Apex without the 30% drawdown rule and the scaling rule. So Bulenox is absolutely the copycat, which is not a problem for me. It's great, but they're absolutely going for Apex. Oh my gosh, Philcos. Oh no. Let's see NQ, by the way. Look at this. Wow. We had a down close candle on the 1 minute, but look at the 5 minute rejection. What is going on here? Wow. What a reaction. Yeah, that Philcos definitely. Mindset has to be very strong on this one. Gold still kind of holding the area here. Let's switch back to the 5 minute. Haven't checked on ES. ES has a zone up there, but otherwise nothing. I'm kind of looking for something. It has the same zone. ES has the same supply zone here, like NQ. Okay. Here's a supply zone again on the 5-minute. Okay, it's still valid. So as you can see, and look at the reaction here. And just another example on ES. 5-minute supply zone here. And it's just interesting how the market reacts. Here's a... Okay, this was Asia session, so low probability, but... Yeah. It almost took the 1-to-2 risk reward ratio, but then it hit the stop. And then again in the London session, I would say here, here's your 1-to-2 trade on the same zone, and look at that. This is exactly what my mentor was doing, and he was, his own words, murdering the market. He was murdering. Okay. Okay. NQ is still holding. Magui, welcome. Hey, awesome. Thank you. They're also restricted. Oh no, it seems like all futures don't want. I don't know why is that, by the way. Funded Futures Network, Magui, is also a good deal. Funded Futures Network is not restricting South Africa, and it has a buy one get one for free promo still, by the way, everybody. The buy one get one for free promo is still on at Funded Futures Network for $75. You can get 2 50K accounts with no activation fee. So what does that mean? You can get a 50K account for $37.50 with no activation fee. $37.50 with no activation fee. And there's no cheaper than that. That's it. That's the cheapest out there. Anyway. SMT between ES and NQ. Let's see. Oh, Randall. Yesterday done. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. For everybody, new and existing clients as well. Let me share you. All right. Let me share the details if you guys are interested. I posted this on my YouTube community post. So if you go to my, but I'm going to share the link just a second. It's below a little bit there. Let me share the link. All right. Copy the link. So here's the link, and here is the post. Buy one, get one for free until October 31st. Just saying. Not just new clients, everybody. All you need to do is send the receipt to support at Funded Futures Network, and they are going to give you 100% discount code for the second account. All right. Here are the details. 1 free active account per user at a time. All right. 1 free account at a time. You can purchase multiple ones. So if you want to redeem again, your previous free account must be canceled or passed. So if you buy more accounts with Funded Futures Network, after the sale ends, you can still redeem more free accounts, but it needs to be canceled, aka blown up, or passed. Now there's one catch here. You cannot cancel the initial paid account. So if you cancel your initial paid account, they're going to take away your free account. The only exception, if you pass your initial account that you paid for, in that case, you can keep your free account after that too. But if you blow up your initial paid account, and you cancel it, they're going to take away your free account in that second. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's the catch. and only one account at a time. But check it out. I think it's a great deal. $37.50. You have to pay $75. It's Funded Futures Network, not My Funded Futures. I know all the names are technically the same. It's not My Funded Futures, it's Funded Futures Network. Funded Futures Network. I got 5 payouts from them. They are solid, no issue. If you're in a restricted country, you can also trade with them. I mean, not like all the countries, but they have a much shorter list. So people from South Africa, Romania, Slovenia, Croatia are able to trade with them. They have end of trade drawdown, Magui, end of trade. So not intraday. For example, Apex, if you're up $1,000 at Apex or Bulenox, you're trailing your maximum loss limit on the open position. All right. It's working in Slovenia. There you go, Mark. Yes, yes, yes. It's working in Slovenia. I use them as well. I got payouts. So it's working in Slovenia, Croatia, Romania. It's working there. So again, at Apex or Bulenox, your open position trails. At Funded Futures Network, only the closed positions are trailing. So if you're up $1,000 in profit, but it goes against you and you close it at break even, that's what's going to count. That's what's going to count. Only the closed positions are going to trail. And I think that's like somewhere, it's like a middle way between the intraday and the end of day accounts. So I call it end of trade trailing, end of trade trailing account. It only trails after it being closed. Oh, what the heck just happened with gold? Gold actually melted down all the way. They have their own platform. I'm trading through Quanthour with them. So you can go the DX feed, aka the Quanta. So you can choose DX feed. They have their own platform. I'm trading through Quanthour. So you can use any platform that supports DX feed data. Or I think they can go with Rhythmic too. They have like 3 platforms, but I know that you can use it with Quanthour. I don't know. Voila. Yeah. Molim. I think that's what they say, Molim. It's monthly. Yes, it's a monthly payment. It's a monthly. So the cheapest right now is like $75 for a 50K account. But for that 75, you're gonna have 2 50K accounts. All right, so that's the thing with the buy one get one for free promo. You're gonna get 2 accounts. If you blow up your initial account that you paid for, don't cancel the subscription until you did not pass the free account again, or you're not blowing up the free account, because you know, canceling the subscription is going to take away your free account. Oh, they have Rhythmic. Yeah, Rhythmic, Ninja Trader. You can go Quanthour. They have their own platform too. I can't speak that. I'm speaking a little bit of the usual, like some greets in Croatian, because I was spending some time in Croatia. So I know Dobro jutro, Dobar dan, Hvala, Doviđenja, Dobar tek, živili, Račun molim. So you know, when you end up in the restaurant, I say Račun molim. and that's all I know. That's all I know. I think. Thank you. You know, I say all the time, like, we are in a restaurant, I wave to the waiter like, hey, Rachun Molim, and they say, okay. That's it. I'm good. Yeah. We are good. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else is. Okay, so gold melted down. NQ is still struggling here in this area. Not much to do with it. If it would go lower, I mean, this rejection here on this level kind of shows like there's some more bullish momentum here. It might want to go for that 131. I don't know. I don't know if it's scary or not, or should I pay attention on this one? I'm leaning a little bit more bullish at this very moment on NQ. So at this moment, at this second, I'm leaning a little bit more bullish. I would say we could be going above that 131. I don't know why this reaction here or rejection here was kind of interesting. It feels like it might want to go and break this. Who knows? Jacques, good morning. Welcome, Jacques. How are you? FundingTicks network accounts. Yes, sure. So you purchase the account, the evaluation account. You're going to get a receipt in a PDF document in your email. You have to send an email to support and attach that receipt to your email and ask them to give you your free account. So just a simple sentence like, hey support, can I please have my BOGO free account? And you just attach your receipt. Okay, they are going to send it back to you in a few hours maximum, maybe sooner. And I mean, you're gonna have a code with 100% discount, 100% discount code. And you go to the checkout page, like you're gonna add one more account. You go to the checkout page and you're going to use that discount code. It's only for one-time use only. So you're going to add the discount code and it's gonna be $0 on the checkout. And that's how you're going to add the free account. And now you're gonna have two subscriptions basically. One is the paid account and the other one is for $0, okay? But they're basically attached together. And that's how it goes. Once you pass the evaluation account, they're going to give you the they call it exhaustion account or whatever the name is. It's basically the funded account. So the funded account is basically the second phase of the process. Is going to be where you build up your safety net, which is going to be $2,000. Now the interesting thing with Funded Futures Network is that they are using 3 accounts. So there's a 3-phase process, but it's basically the same like every other prop firm. You have to reach on the second phase your safety net. So the target is going to be $52,000. Once you reach the safety net, that account is going to go away again, and you're going to receive a 3rd account, which is going to be the quote-unquote actual simulated funded account. That's going to be the 3rd account. Now the 3rd account is going to be a static account, obviously, because the initial balance is going to be $52,000. So they are going with the 3 account process. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. But the job is the same like every other prop firm. You need to build up the safety net, and then you're going to get the static funded account. That's it, basically. It's not that complicated. It's simple. Thank you, Rally 40 points. Don't consider that struggle. I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, it's not struggling. It's kind of like hovering in between this area. It's not struggling. That's true. Struggling would be, yeah, 10, 15 points. I'm sleepy. I am. I had a long night. Hey, Alia, thank you so much. for joining us, and welcome. Welcome to the channel. I mean, I'm super happy that we have more viewers. And by the way, if you guys can help out the stream, it's free to do, and I would really appreciate it if you can smash the like button. That would be super awesome. Please, if you can help out the channel, smash the like. Let's show YouTube that we're having a great time here. Thank you, thank you. Let's smash the likes. Helps out the channel. Thank you. I can't tell you, Jacques. It's kind of personal. But it was a great night. Welcome home. Oh, don't say that. The welcome home thing is still kind of gives me PTSD since Fast Track. But yeah, welcome home. All right, let me get this off. Oh, interesting. Still, it feels like that gold is also finding some ground here. NQ as well. We still have time until the pre-market open, and I will be curious what the reaction is going to be on this one. Excuse me. Still sideways. Just past MyFundedFutures. Oh, really? Pipster, congratulations. Wow. Good job, man. Yeah, this drop was amazing. And again, another proof that these zones are holding. I mean, not holding, but the market is reacting to these zones. Obviously, I don't know if this caused it, but the initial reaction here was definitely good. Let's wait and see. Nothing on Bloomberg. More sanctions on Russia. Announced sanctions on Russia's biggest producers. Okay. Okay, so this was the cause here. Huh. What? Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Randall. It's the waiting game. Maybe everybody's waiting for the CPI. Silver, yeah. Yeah, oil. I checked oil. It's going. Yes, it's true. Yes, Philcus. It exploded. Yes. What happened, Trading Star? What did you do? Well, I hope you did not blow up the complete account. I hope. Not the cause, but the effect. I'm sorry. Yeah. Refinery, not factory. Yes, yes. Factory is a shoe. Yeah. Oil refinery. Yeah. It blew up. I don't know how they want to do the CPI numbers if there is a government shutdown. I know. It's we heard stories that it must be because of the war. I mean, there's no evidence right now that it has to do anything about that. But at least the local media, there are some quote unquote independent news feeds around who are trying to look for answers, but it seems like there's no connection yet. It could be an incident, or I mean, it could have been an accident. Sorry, but nobody knows really. Should we trade when Trump speaks? Well, that's a good question. You know, you got to remind yourself that for the next couple of years, this is going to be the Trump market. So I guess we got to have some sort of a schedule, maybe a website. Maybe there's a website somewhere then where you can follow the president's agenda, daily agenda, because I think that's going to be that needs to be followed. All right, Pipster, thank you so much for joining us. Have a good one. I don't know who was it. I mean, I don't know. Rolled into San Francisco right above my head today with news channel helicopter. What? Oh my gosh. True Social. Yeah, gotta follow True Social. Pravda. Spending levels, budget priorities. Yeah, that's the problem. So many things going on. It's just almost impossible to track everything, by the way. This is what I think. And you know, even if you're following the fundamentals or even political news, like if like everybody will have a different narrative, and you know, San Francisco with the National Guard, wow, to catch the cartels. Enter longs, let's go, Sinuya. So is it like really a thing with the drug cartels over there? Are they really making life I mean obviously it's not a good thing, I know, but are they really making everyday life worse and worse? I don't know. Yep, Okay. It is bad as facts. It doesn't even matter. Oh, certain CDs. First loss was 155. Second trade was break even. A third. So I said no more trading. I walked away. Account in a good condition. Yeah, it's a good thing trading started. You were able to walk away. That's a good thing. Yes, is that bad? Okay. Okay. That's why I'm asking. Like, I didn't know. I didn't. That's why I was asking. Wow. That's bad, man. That's not good. Zacromancer, walk away. But quickly open the app. You gotta delete the app, man. You gotta delete that, or smash the phone into the ground. I don't know which one. I guess you should go with the cheapest version. But or you can throw it in the water. I don't know. But you gotta delete that. Okay, gold is melting. Let's see how the pre-market open is gonna go. 1 minute and 32 seconds. Yeah, you got this. It will go up a bit. Yeah, well, it might go. I'm still kind of waiting for a reaction here. Yeah, seems like both NQ and gold is going lower. One green range bar. Oh man. Let's see how the market is going to react. That's the hardest thing for me as well. Learning to walk away is, I think, that's one of the biggest skill to have as a trader. To have the strength to walk away. All right, here we have the pre-market open. Nothing so far. To me, NQ still looks bullish. Still looks kind of bullish to me. Even though it's kind of ranging. Excuse me. Yeah, it's like poker. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta know when to leave the table, as they say. You gotta know when to stand up and leave the table and take some chips with you, you know. Take your chips from the table as much as you can, and that's it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I think, by the way, and I don't know, like, I think poker is, I mean, it's a game, obviously, but if someone wants to make a living from poker, let it be online poker, I think it requires a lot of skill, a lot of emotional awareness. Like, I couldn't even imagine how much emotional awareness it requires to be a professional poker player. A professional poker player who makes a living from poker. I think those people are even less than traders, than people making a living from trading. It's bullish for now, intraday for now. Yeah, I don't want to gamble, Randall. I do have a test account. I'm test account. It's an evaluation account. I'm testing this indicator. I might gonna do something, but first big money with poker, because it is algo and you're in a losing position. I don't know much about baccarat. Yeah, Rips is playing. He's a pro. All I know is that, speaking of gambling and games, all I know is that roulette is one of the most perfect games for the casinos, because roulette is unbeatable. I saw a video, a very good video, explaining that roulette is mathematically unbeatable. The house is always going to win with roulette. You just cannot beat the house on roulette. The more you play, the higher the chances you're eventually going to lose everything. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Do it, Trading Star, do it. Do it. Casey, one of the best poker players. Yeah. Russian roulette is the best. Static. Pick a color and pray. Yeah, it's basically like that. Pick a color and pray. It can be deadly at times, yeah. It's beatable, just get red black. Yeah, they talked about that too. They talked about the red and black thing. They said it's not possible. It's mathematically impossible to beat roulette. And I remember they were saying the more you play, the higher the chances that you're gonna lose. Phil Ivey, all right. I haven't checked it. I was just fascinated by this documentary. It was kind of like a documentary about you know, how casino games are rigged. It's certain. Is it possible on certain condition? Nice. Oh, really? Best, yeah. Also, yeah. Best odds are in blackjack. That's why they don't want people to count those cards, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, I might going to take a long position on NQ, not on my regular trading model, but maybe. Let's see. All right. All right. I took a long. Not the best entry, but I took it. I think it should be breaking that high. We'll see. Awesome, awesome. Grabs this second. Gold also getting, let's see, gold. You're welcome, Trading Star. I did the casino a couple of times with roulette profit, but you know, lost. Yeah, that's the problem with roulette. It's kind of a not the best situation. Camille, welcome. I wanted to trade DEX, and it's possible with Apex, but I never really traded DEX. Yeah, nothing. Don't long. HTX saying do not long. Well, it's too late. Too late now. But yeah, maybe it wasn't the wisest decision, right? But I had a winner earlier. If you guys were here as we started the stream, I had a win. Actually, I might even... No, I'm not. I said I might even add to the position, but I don't think I want to. At this point. Interesting move here. Wow. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Yeah, maybe we'll have something there. In at 55. Okay. Yeah, it might just going to sweep this and then go lower. So that's fine. I passed evaluation last November, but I have not taken a payout. I have been up and down. I can't seem to pass through a 1K mark on a 50 live account. Do you think 25K accounts are suitable? 10 points. If you can trade small size 10 points, then the 25K it might be easier for you. If you can trade small size, like really just just a few micros, right? But I guess, well, it might not be the problem. If you would just size down and take less trades, I think sooner or later you should be able to pass the 50K as well. So it's hard to say. I don't know your exact strategy, your entry model, what levels are you looking for. So all that things need to be known in order to give a proper answer to that. But obviously, mathematically, the 25Ks are easier to pass. And that's why I said, if you can trade small size, then go for it. Go for the 25K. That's it. You know. Peaky Blinders, yes, I watched that, Philcos. Yes, I liked that show. That was a great show. Is it gonna have a movie version now? I think. Let it touch the 15-minute support, then go long. Thank you. Let's go. Yeah, maximum 3. Yeah, 1 to 2 trades, maximum 3 trades a day. That could help with small risk. And you should see some improvement if you focus on the setup. You should see some improvements. Yeah, they said they're already shooting that. Cillian Murphy is already on the set, and they are shooting like a movie, which is going to close the story, or I don't know. It's gonna give some closure of what happens. To be honest with you, Philcos, I did not like the end of the last season. I didn't like it. It wasn't something. I mean, the series was good. I liked the show, but the way it ended, I just didn't like it. I just didn't. Okay, my trade is going to the dumpster here, which is super awesome. And what else do we have? Nothing more. Seems like NQ is not pushing up there into that level. No problem. As I said, one win, one loss. It's all right. And I'm not copy trading this, so it was not just a sad and dark ending. I think it was a stupid ending. You know, he just rides on the horse, and yeah, you know, it was like I don't know. Oh, you were there 2 years ago. Nice. Yeah, Tesla might going to bring it down. Who knows? Well, I don't really care. It's fine. Look at the gold. Wow. The gold pump. Ah, okay. What's up, Camille? Oh my gosh, I'm seeing your clip, Camille, here. Please God, please universe, help me figure out trading. Let's go. And now you figure it out. It works, right? You figure it out. Nice. That's actually a good clip. What is going on with NQ, by the way? Because I really have no idea. I don't know how I'm still in this trade. Unbelievable market. 5 minute looks nasty. Yeah. Trump's decision on Russia are like an act of war against Russia. Wow, that's heavy. That's a heavy sentence there, Mr. Tebelka. Yeah. Wow. I am super tired, guys, to be honest with you. I am so tired. I'm actually focusing all my energy to be able to sit here and just watch the charts. I am absolutely... that's the thing, Jacques. Like, I can't, unfortunately. Once I know that, you know, it's daytime, I just can't sleep. I can't. Yeah, politics BS. Yeah. I know that is why I'm not even copy trading. So guys, just to let you know, I haven't traded any single funded account this London session. I'm just testing the indicator. That's why I put on the trade earlier. This trade is on evaluation, and the earlier trade which we took at the beginning of the stream, that was also the same. I'm not copy trading anything. This is just one single Apex evaluation account. There you go. Boom. Not a big deal. Oops. Where is it? So that's it. Nothing more. Sam, welcome. I know it does. It does. Yeah, politics can actually drain your focus as well. You can day or night. That's cool. You're short. Yeah. It doesn't seem like a seek and destroy. I think NQ is just unplugged. That's the thing. But look at that. Gold wants to go back into the zone. I think if it gets back to that 5-minute supply zone, it should be going through that 41.61. But NQ is just crap right now. Natalia, hey. What that particular alcoholic said. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Jacques. Yeah, it feels kind of heavy. It's having a hard time to push higher. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't care if it hits the stop loss, because it's just an evaluation account, so I don't care. I really don't. Let's go, Martin. A small bad time. Bye. Yeah, I try to have a small power nap, maybe later. I don't know. Nothing is happening here. Yeah, sure, Martin. Anytime. Yeah, we might go down first, but eventually, I mean, look at the 5-minute chart. It looks so terrible. This looks absolutely, this is like, ugh. At least NQ is kind of pushing back. NQ, come on. You see, that's the problem. I'm watching gold and I'm saying NQ. That's the problem. I should not be touching any funded accounts today. I'm watching gold and I'm seeing NQ. Okay. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. All right, everybody. I think I'm gonna have to sleep or something. I don't know. But it's getting very bad. I don't care about this trade, just to let you know. My stop loss is 84, TP is 127.25. It's an evaluation account at Apex, so you know I have not taken a trade on funded this morning. Nothing. That's it. I think it's just going to go down anyway. So thank you so much, everybody. I'll try to recharge for the New York session, and it was an interesting one, that's for sure. If you would like to support the channel, please don't forget to use the code TOMSABO up there. Funded Futures Network, buy one, get one for free, still on. Check out my community post page. And what else? Yeah, we have some good sales. And now the code is good for Elite Traders Funding, Lucid, FUNDINGTICKS, Take Profit Trader, MyFundedFutures, TRADEIFY as well. So, you know, the usual stuff. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. And 5 months today. Let's go. Yeah, it's a national holiday today in Hungary. Lots of protests are going to happen today. Yeah, national holiday anniversary of the revolution in 1956. Yeah, it's all about politics. Thank you so much, anyone. Guys, I can't speak. Thank you so much. This is it. I'm done. God bless you all. See you guys in New York.